this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And Kirk, this running back is almost a throwback, a durable workhorse. They just count on him time after time.
And I think, Chris, the thing that I love about this guy is whether it's in the run game, obviously, to be able to bounce it outside, get those tough yards between the tackle, or his hands. They oftentimes will be able to throw the football to him and showcase what he can do out on the perimeter against any defense in the country. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Call the counter run here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Hurricanes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Here's the 2nd down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Play action fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he keeps it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The Hurricanes will bring their punt team on the field now. And that sets up the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. To throw, it's Carr. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. He'll ride the back again here. A change of direction. 2nd effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Dropping back. It's Beck. A screen to the wide receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Nickel. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Play action here on 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down play coming up. Looking downfield. It's Carr. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a 1st down.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Tight end goes in motion. Trying the run. It's low. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Powers through. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And out comes the field goal unit. Straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Beck. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this 1st down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back to throw. It's Carr. Catch made over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made by the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant a seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights through the tackle.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Back to pass. It's Carr. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead.
That makes the score Notre Dame 10, Miami 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10?
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Important second down play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. Quarterback keeps the football. And the Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job at knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. There's the handoff. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
To throw, it's back. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Tough position here, 2nd and long from their 11. Keeps it, QB draw. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they can sell out and bring the pressure.
We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Now the pass rush gets home. Timeout is called. A touch strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Back to pass. It's Beck. Caught over the middle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw him behind the receiver. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this 3rd down. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback, how aggressive he'll be, and the result is going to be a safety.
Hey, the defense deserves a lot of credit for forcing this safety, obviously. But let's not forget about the punter and the special teams who put this offense in a tough position in the first place. Without that key punt, they would have had a lot more room to work with.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. He's got room to run. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Trying to find room. It's Fletcher. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Canes will have to kick this away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Notre Dame 10, Miami 2.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
Returner decides to field it. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Caught over the middle. It's Joseph. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
At the 20.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Send the back in motion. In the shotgun, handoff inside. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Hurricanes will send the punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And it's taken right around the 35. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Hit as he threw, he's going deep here. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? Quick throw, testing the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Keeping it on the ground here.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's Fletcher.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And the Canes bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
my gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be looking for a man deep down the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Going with the old counter run here. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they've got him behind the line. Great effort by the back there, but still going to be stopped for a loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, picks up some decent yardage.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Beck. Grab down the middle. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. With the catch, it's Fields. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
With such tough field position, at least he gets some positive yards to give your punter a little bit more room. And who knows, maybe he can flip the field for you.
And here comes the punter onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. They'll hand it off. Powering through.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Caught in the backfield. It's nickel. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field. It's back. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. The Canes are moving quickly down the field.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Caught behind the line. It's Joseph. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Gonna run it. It's low. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Defense is coming after him. Catch made in space. Look out. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Snags the quick throw. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He was very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
call for the fair catch here. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the ground, it's Fletcher. He shreds the tackle. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A play action, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air. It's back. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times. You should focus more on preserving the lead.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And here's the return. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Same tailback, another carry. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking downfield, it's back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And the Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense is completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. Fighting off the defender. They've got him behind the line. Great penetration by the defense. They finally get him down for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Canes will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The first play of this drive now is set up at the 34. On 1st down, it's play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. To throw, it's Carr. Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a keeper. Oh, what a move. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Maybe he decides to keep it here. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there, defensive tackle. He never bought into that play action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
Second down now after the sack. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. Caught by the receiver. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Grab down the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Leaning on the run game here. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominating at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. The punt team making their way on the field.
On to kick it away.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw. It's back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.